Yo, so guys, a little disclaimer. I'm really sorry, okay, for the clickbaity title. Yes, I do tend to kind of be clickbaity, but it's like the whole point is me getting your attention. I want you to watch this video because it's so important. It's such a huge, important message. And if I got you here because of a little clickbait, I'm sorry. But you know, I would really like for you to hear this message because I think it's really important. That's the thing. Like the ends justify the means in my philosophy. So you know, if I got you through those means, I got your interest in that way, then I don't apologize. So but yeah, like, you know, just try to, and you'll see kind of what I'm talking about. You know, it's like I say all these things in the video that relate to the title, and I only put the most provocative statement to kind of get your attention, right? In that, like, is Carl implying that, you know, like these people are not gods and, you know, like they're talking down on them? Does it imply that? Yes, but that's not what I'm saying, and you'd have to watch the video for you to see what I'm talking about. Anyways, let's get to the part where I'm introducing the topic of this video and go. What's up, everybody? It's Carl, aka Carl Drum Tech, and today I want to talk about the fact that your favorite badass drummers, they're not gods. Alright guys, if you are finding me for the very first time, please make sure you hit that subscribe button and subscribe to my channel. It's that red button that says subscribe, and that way you'll get notified whenever, you know, I have a new video coming out. Just like if you recently subscribed, thank you guys so much for doing that. You got the notification that this new video came out, so I really do appreciate that. So if you're not subscribed, find that button down below that says subscribe, hit that shit, and let's get to it. Alright, so first of all, for those of you guys who are returning and saw my last video, what do you guys hear? That's right, you don't hear wind chimes. So I took your suggestions, and yeah, the wind chimes were definitely a big hindrance to taking in that video. So I really do apologize for putting you through that. I didn't think it was such a huge issue until I did listen to it for myself, and you know, it is really annoying. So sorry about that. That is never going to be an issue again. All right, so there's no wind chimes. This video should go off without a hitch. Now, that being said, right, so the thing I want to talk about today is, you know, I just kind of want to riff about some deeper concepts about, you know, like what is possible, what is not possible, right? And kind of clarify some comments I made about, like, you know, like if you did drum corps, like, you know, in a way, like I was almost implying that you're nobody special. Yes, of course, you are very special. You deserve and are worthy of so much respect for doing what you did. And, you know, drum corps is such a hard activity. At least for me, if you didn't know, you have my absolute respect when it comes to, you know, you marching drum corps and things like that. But at the same time, there's like another thing that I'm trying to, you know, show, right? We're just like, you know, we're all human, we're all capable of great things, and there is no one human that is better than the other. Yes, when you do drum corps, you are better skilled, you are, you know, like a lot more talented, you have a lot of knowledge that a lot of people don't have. So in that way, it makes it so that other humans are not on par with you in that regard. Does that make sense, right? But at the end of the day, okay, we all are made of flesh and blood, we're all equal, we're all, and it's like, it's almost like, you know, I hate getting into concepts about like comparing, right? Comparing yourself to, you know, some of the greats out there, right? It's like if you're a basketball player, everybody compares themselves to Michael Jordan, right? That's the standard, right? So, you know, if you're in drum corps, you're holding yourself up against, you know, like the Scott Johnsons and the you know, Paul Rennicks of the world, or, you know, like, you know, these amazing drummers that are coming out year in and year out, and you're just like, man, like, you know, I like, you put these people on a pedestal, and in many ways they respect, I mean, they earned that respect, right? They earned those mantles because of what they've done and what they've accomplished. But at the end of the day, again, like I said, right, it's like, you know, no matter how successful you are, no matter how talented you are, again, at the end of the day, you're human. Like, no matter what you know, like no matter what my successes are in life, whether that's, you know, like, let's say I get rich one day, right? Or whether, you know, I get super, really big with Carl Drum Tech. At the end of the day, I'm always going to maintain that I'm a normal human being. I'm nobody special, right? That's the thing that a lot of successful people maintain, is that they're nobody special, right? There's nothing inherently great about them, right? And what I've learned is that the only thing that separates great people from people who are not great or not successful is behavior, the way they behave. Successful people behave in a certain way that sets them apart from everybody else. So you can apply this to the great drum corps people or the great, you know, drummers out there in the world, in that their behavior is different. How is it different? You know, they practice differently, right? They approach things like, you know, just whether they, you know, take massive amounts of action. That's the behavior, right? Like some people who are not successful, maybe they're not action takers. They think a lot about how, you know, they want to be great and what they want to do, but they don't execute. They don't make it happen. They don't put in the practice time, and that's what makes them not as great, right? So, you know, what is the difference there between a great player and somebody who's not great? It's their behavior, right? So a great person behaves in such a way that brings them to that level of greatness. Does that make sense, right? So, you know, you can take any like of the I&E guys out there, right? It's like they're super talented. There's no doubt about it. I mean, you know, for example, like this year's Tenor I&E winner. Gosh, like it's so amazing. Here, watch the video. Right? Isn't he amazing? Like, holy crap, the things we can do around, the things that he can do around the drums, and the quality in which he does it, and the interest that he generates throughout the entire solo is something to behold. It's truly amazing, and I'm so impressed with that, and it's just like definitely one of my like favorite quad solos for sure, because of the fact that, you know, it's so interesting throughout, and he does it he executes at such a high level. The sound quality is just magnifique, right? But at the end of the day, again, right, he's a human being. So don't mistake that statement as me like putting him down. Like, I know a lot of people like kind of like can see it that way, like, you know, he's nobody special, he's not a god, and then they think like I'm saying like, you know, oh, are you talking down to that person? Like, they're so much more talented than you, like, you know, you're a lazy bum. Like, fuck are you talking about? That's not what I'm saying. Listen to what I am saying. What I'm saying is, yes, this person is great. Yes, I respect the hell out of this person, but at the end of the day, he's a human being, right? It's fun to be like, you know, oh man, he's a quad god, like he's amazing, like he's like otherworldly. And in many respects, that is true, right? So am I contradicting myself and saying, yes, he's so amazing, he's a god, and at the same time, he's just human, he's not a god? Am I contradicting myself? Yes, and that's the thing that people don't understand, is that they can't figure out the paradox, right? You have to figure out the paradox that it's both, okay? It's both, yes, he's a quad god, and yes, he's not a god. Does that make sense, right? That's what I'm trying to say, and that's the thing that I think, you know, some of the people who maybe got the wrong idea with my last video is that, you know, some people took it as like me talking crap about people who march drum corps. Nothing can be further from the truth, okay? So I just want to kind of shed a light on what it means to be great. What is the separating factor between great people and people who are not so great, right? It's really, a lot of it is just behavior, right? And that when you do achieve greatness, when you do achieve success, okay, at the end of the day, like, these people are nobody special. They're human, just like you and me. And that's the veil that, you know, I'm trying to remove from not just in the greater drum corps activity or the independent activity or the marching arts community, is that, you know, we deify these people who are great and they deserve to be praised. Absolutely, that's not what I'm saying at all. What I am saying is, I don't want people to feel like, well, I can never reach that level because I'm not a god, because I'm not like special, I'm not, you know, like otherworldly like these guys. You got to get that out of your head, because that's what's holding you back from finding your own greatness. Does that make sense? That is what I'm trying to say. That's what I'm trying to get you to do, is that to find your own greatness. You know, one of the best commercials I've ever seen in my entire life is like this Nike commercial. And this is like this kind of overweight kid, and he's running like in the middle of the morning, and you know, he's running at the paces he's running at, and like the end of the commercial, it says, find your own greatness. And that kid is great. Why? Because he is doing something that maybe other people are not doing in that moment, right? That kid is greater than the person who is sitting on the couch not doing anything, not working out. That, to me, is greatness. That is how I define greatness. Is, are you behaving in a way that, you know, lets you reach that plane of greatness? And everybody's level of greatness, everybody's definition of greatness should be different. It shouldn't just be about these people who are like at the pinnacle and the standard, the people that we say are like the great ones, right? Like, you know, that we look up to them, we deify them, we make them like, we put them on these pedestals. And again, like I said, they deserve it, but at the same time, don't let that hamper you from finding your own greatness. Because that's what happens, is that people think, I can't get there, right? I'm never gonna be as good. You don't have to be as good as them. All you need to be is to be the greatest version of yourself. And if you work every single day to be the greatest drummer, all right, the greatest horn player, the greatest color guard person, the greatest, you know, entrepreneur, the greatest fitness person, the greatest adventurer, like if you find your own greatness, like if you find like if you get to be better every single day, you'll be amazed at what you can accomplish. And if you don't allow yourself to fall in that trap of, oh, I can never be as great as those guys. Fuck that shit, fuck that mentality. That's all I'm trying to say, okay? So for those of you who maybe got the wrong idea that, you know, like, you know, like I'm talking down to people who are great, I'm talking down to people who are like marching drum corps and things like that, try to understand what I'm trying to say. Listen to what I'm saying. And yes, there is a contradiction that you have to figure out, because at the end of the day, it's both. What I'm saying contradicts each statement, but they're the same answer. And that's the thing you have to figure out. Does that make sense? And the reason why you can't figure it out is because society, right, social conditioning, puts these in your head that like these people are unattainable, unreachable, like you can't get on the same level as them. And what I'm saying is, I call fucking bullshit. All right? Find your greatness, right? Yes, honor those who are great, honor those who are super talented, but don't let that hold you back. Does that make sense? All right, cool. Hopefully you guys enjoyed this very impassionate video that I just created right now. So if you guys did, please hit that like button down below. If you guys have any questions or comments, I'd really tried to reply to every single comment. I think you saw that. So I'm really trying to make sure that I respond to each and every single one of you, because I respect the hell out of you. I am so grateful that you guys, you know, not only watched the video, but, you know, took the time to just leave a comment. So I try to acknowledge that and show my appreciation by corresponding with you and talking with you. So if you have any questions or comments and something to add to this conversation, please leave it in the comments below, all right? If you feel like this video could help somebody else out, somebody who's like, you know, oh man, like I'm never gonna be great because listen, that, blah, 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 show them this video, right? Show them this video, and hopefully this will help you out as well in terms of you finding your own greatness and not holding yourself back because of these limiting beliefs, because the things that society is telling you that you cannot achieve, that I'm telling you, that's bullshit, all right? So find your greatness, achieve great things, whatever it is that you decide to do, like, you know, in drum corps, in the marching arts, or whatever, like you go be a great accountant, be a great real estate agent, I don't know, go do that, okay? Again, if you haven't subscribed yet, make sure you hit that subscribe button so you can subscribe to my channel and, you know, get notified when these videos come out, all right? So, cool. Thank you guys so much for watching. If you guys want to watch more videos, please make sure you click over here, and to subscribe over here. All right, peace, catch you in the next one.